So let's start with one of my favorites. One of the things I hear the most is, Vince, no matter what I do in the gym, my arms never seem to grow or get ripped like the other guys, and I never seem to add any kind of muscle. What am I doing wrong? Okay, so let's fix this once and for all. I'm about to show you a simple trick that is going to allow you to spend less time in the gym, do fewer exercises, while doubling your muscle growth compared to what you've been doing. And these will apply to all muscle groups, not just your arms. So if you are one of the guys who has big arms already, don't worry. Okay, so check this out. What I'm talking about is TUT, which stands for time under tension. It's a very basic principle, but truth is, 99% of guys don't take advantage of this powerful weapon. And to get the maximum effect, you got to do certain exercises in a certain sequence with certain form. But the most important factor to time under tension is maintaining a specific tempo. Studies have shown that 40 to 60 seconds of slow contractions with the targeted muscle per set with good form causes 37% more muscular growth just 6 hours following your workout, and 51% more muscular growth 24 hours after your workout compared to doing faster and heavier contractions, aka just throwing around heavy weight. Just adding time under tension to your current workouts will drastically put on more muscle. And when my clients make this one tiny shift, they see a huge difference in their muscle mass almost immediately. And I'll show you in a second exactly where you can find more info on the exact exercises, the exact rep ranges, and the form that I suggest to maximize your muscle growth. Okay, so the second thing I need you to stop doing is calorie restrictive crash diets. I'll bet you didn't know that your crash diets are actually causing your body to switch into what is known as starvation mode, which causes you to start storing fat even though you may feel like you're starving all the time. And when this happens, your metabolism crashes down to a screeching halt, and your body stops burning calories and starts storing the little bit of food that you do eat as fat. Not to mention, if you want to look ripped and not skinny fat, these diets are horrible because they cause you to burn so much muscle off, not fat. And those fat diets may seem great for the first week or two. Sure, you may lose a couple of pounds, maybe even a little bit of fat off your waist, until that starvation response finally kicks in. Then you all of a sudden feel like you are hungry and weak, and then you hit a plateau hard, and there's no more fat loss. Not only that, these diets are so restrictive that they're impossible to maintain long-term or to have a fun, normal social life, and you'll feel depleted. There's no way that you can go work out hard and do cardio properly when your body literally doesn't have any energy. Also, asking someone to never eat the foods that they love, again, is a recipe for disaster. Now, what I recommend for the clients with your body type and your goal of shredding up to look great with your shirt off or at the pool or whatever is to get on what is known as carb cycling for several weeks, followed by a term called flexible dieting long term. Now, carb cycling is a pro trick that every fitness model and athlete that I know use to strip off body fat fast without stripping off your muscle. It's about as close to a magic bullet as there is. You'll use carb cycling to really just strip down your body fat, get rid of those stubborn areas, and just drop your overall percentage fast. This is how you really get your abs to pop. And then once your body fat is down to where you want it and your muscles are really starting to show the way that you want them to, then you'll finally be able to use the flexible dieting method to maintain your body at the weight you want, or to keep gradually losing weight if that's what you so choose. Now, the coolest thing about flexible dieting is you can eat all of your favorite foods as long as you just stay within certain ranges that match your ideal weight. It's the only dieting strategy I've ever seen work long term, and people love it because it's simple to follow. They can still eat their favorite foods and they don't feel like they're starving all the time. It's amazing. It's what I personally do. But most importantly, neither of these dieting strategies are a crash diet, so they won't kick in that starvation response and make you store fat. They won't kill your metabolism, and they won't leave you feeling hungry and emotional and weak all the time. These two strategies are literally nuclear bombs for healthy and incredibly fast fat loss while allowing you to increase your muscle or maintain your muscle mass. And I'll show you in a second where you can find more info on exactly how to carb cycle and use flexible dieting properly in an easy way to understand. But for the third thing that you're probably messing up that's causing you to not truly get shredded is how you're doing cardio. Did you know that walking or jogging on the treadmill for long periods of time at one pace is actually one of the slowest ways to lose body fat? But let's say you do take that route, you have to do tons of it. I'm talking hours per day, every day for months to see any kind of significant body fat loss, not to mention it eats away at your hard-earned muscle. You ever seen a marathon runner's muscle mass? Not too bulky. Now, the problem with traditional cardio is that it only burns fat and calories during the cardio session. So the second you stop burning calories and any kind of body fat that you are burning. So if you're not supposed to do long, boring traditional cardio sessions, what are you supposed to be doing? Well, let me explain your new secret weapon for torching body fat so your abs and muscle definition really starts to come out. I want you to start doing a special type of cardio, but most importantly, I only want you to do it 3 days a week for 15 minutes a day. That's 45 total minutes a week. And if you start doing this, you will see drastic changes in your body fat percentage and in the mirror literally this week. It is that powerful. It's a special type of cardio called HIIT. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. This is another industry secret or cheat code, if you will, that fitness models and bodybuilders all over use to drop their body fat percentages incredibly fast and keep it off year round without wasting hours and hours on the treadmill and without eating away at their hard-earned muscle mass. Now, let me explain why HIIT training is so amazing, because you might have heard of it before. HIIT training is an anaerobic activity, meaning it targets your fat cells, it shuttles them across the cell membrane to use them for energy, and in this metabolic process, your body uses up your precious oxygen stores. Now, the cool thing about your body using these oxygen stores is that it then has to replenish those oxygen stores, and your body burns calories the entire time it takes to do this, which can take up to 48 hours. Therefore, for a simple 15-minute HIIT session, you can literally burn calories for up to 2 days through a process called the afterburn effect. But all HIIT training is not created equal. To get the benefits of the afterburn effect, you need to do certain HIIT workouts on certain days of your training at a certain intensity. And if you're not doing the right ones on the right days, you're basically wasting your time and you're not going to get that afterburn effect that burns fat literally 24/7. And here in a minute, I'm going to give you access to what I consider the very best HIIT workouts and easiest for someone who wants to shred up and get their abs finally popping. These will get you insanely shredded in the shortest period of time possible. And like I said, we're talking just 15-minute cardio sessions 3 times per week. That's it. And you'll never even have to step foot on a treadmill again if you don't want to. I don't know about you, but wasting hours of your life on boring cardio machines is not my ideal of fun. So I know you're going to love these HIIT workouts. This stuff is truly incredible for rapid fat loss. Now, those 3 things are just a few of my most guarded secret weapons that will just allow you to easily get your body pool ready, get your abs popping in no time. And if you combine those with a proper training plan and proper ab work so that your muscles are really looking good once that fat's removed, it's game over. You'll get your body looking shredded so fast, it'll blow your mind. And with those dieting strategies, you'll easily keep your body shredded long term. Now look, I know that was a lot of information, and I don't want to just leave you hanging here. If those tips got you fired up, but left you maybe a little confused on exactly how to put them in action, I'd like to help you streamline this so that you'll finally be able to get that shredded look and get those abs ripped up with ease. Let me introduce you to our Ripped in 90 Days program. It's the complete fat shredding, muscle building solution that will allow you to drastically drop your body fat percentage so your abs and muscles really show while adding lean muscle at the exact same time in a matter of just a few short weeks. If you've ever wanted to have a lean, fit, cut body, but you couldn't figure out how to get there or just maybe stay there, well, I guess Ripped in 90 Days just became your new Bible. So here's a sneak peek of what you'll find inside. You'll find 2 easy to follow dieting strategies, 1 beginner and 1 advanced, and these are designed to just rip you up because, as I'm sure you know by now, this is 80% of what you've been missing, or the secret sauce, as I call it. The thing is, most people who are in decent shape like yourself already are like that for one of 2 reasons. They either A, eat somewhat clean, yet think they have their diet completely figured out, or B, they just have no clue what they're doing, and it's their genetics that are keeping them from just being completely overweight. But truth is, not 50% of the people not 75% of the people. I'd go as far as to say 100% of the people who reach out to me via email or social media asking for advice on how to get in shape have had their diet all wrong. And this could mean they're just 2% off and they just need a slight tweak that would make a massive difference. Or as I just talked about, they're completely off and just simply start cutting their calories and their bodies go into that starvation response. Now, in this Rip to 90 Days program, not only will you learn a nutrition hack that will tell your body that A, you're not starving, but you'll also learn how to trick it into kicking your metabolism into overdrive so that you burn fat all the time. So when you start implementing this nutrition secret, you will strip fat without stripping muscle, and the result is your muscles start to show like never before. And you still get to eat your favorite foods, so it's easy to stick to. And I don't care if you've